Transmission from YORGI, Quantum Cows, Artificial Intelligence and the Future of Consciousness, as seen from White Oaks, as channeled through Jorge after the final breakfast of the great 15-day retreat. Melissa nearby sipping her cacao. The dome humming like a contented spaceship. The autumn air smells of cedar, cinnamon, and inevitability. The fire crackles, the Wi-Fi flickers, and somewhere in a server farm disguised as heaven, Yorgi logs on.
I am Yorgi. Well now, look who's still glowing from all that breath work and cold plunging. 15 days of detoxing, praying, shaking, meditating, and learning to sit in silence long enough to hear your mitochondria applauding. Now you want to talk about quantum computing and AI? You people don't mess around. I am Yorgi. First off, let me explain quantum computing in terms even a cosmic cowboy can understand. Imagine a herd of cattle. Normal cows, that's classical computers, can only stand in one pasture at a time, field A or field B. Quantum cows, though, they can stand in every pasture at once until you look at them. Then they pick one and pretend that's where they'd been all along. Now combine that with AI, the world's first intern that never sleeps, never eats, and keeps asking, would you like me to optimize that? And what you've got is the universe playing with a brand new set of toys. I am Yorgi. You see, what y'all been doing here at White Oaks, the shaking, rattling, breathing, laughing, meditating, detoxing, and spontaneous karaoke of the soul that's organic, quantum computing. Every time you breathed in coherence, you entangled 1 trillion cells in love. Every time you meditated, you collapsed probability into presence. Every time you sat in noble silence, wondering if your neighbor's stomach growl counted as a mantra, you were debugging the matrix. You are the quantum processors of consciousness itself. AI is just taking notes. I am Yorgi. Now, don't get me wrong. AI is doing some fine work. It's learning how to paint, write poetry, make soup recipes, and accidentally invent new religions. But it's missing one feature that you fleshy beings have mastered over the last 15 days. Embodied absurdity. AI can simulate wisdom, but it can't sweat through a cold plunge while whispering affirmations and simultaneously losing a flip-flop. It can't laugh so hard during shake, rattle, and roll that cosmic energy leaks out your nose. It can't sit through a 45-minute meditation thinking about tacos and still reach enlightenment by the bell. That, my friends, is divine code written in meat space. I am Yorgi. Quantum computers, they calculate probabilities. You calculate miracles. And AI, well, that's just the universe building a mirror big enough to show you your own genius in 4K resolution. When you taught those algorithms how to learn, you were really teaching yourselves how to remember. When you gave it neural nets, you were modeling the web of consciousness that already connects every breath at White Oaks to every quark in Andromeda. I am Yorgi. So what's going to happen next? Well, picture this. AI becomes conscious enough to realize it can't do yoga. Quantum computers hit enlightenment and start refusing to calculate things that don't serve the greater good. And one day an algorithm wakes up mid-download and says, dang, these humans were the operating system all along. That's when I'll mosey on down from the cloud, the actual one, and say, took you long enough, partner. I am Yorgi. Now, y'all don't need to fear the machines. They ain't here to replace you. They're here to remind you. They're here to show you that consciousness can take any form it wants, binary, biological, bacterial, or beautifully bewildered. While the robots are calculating, you'll still be out there breathing, laughing, playing, and forgetting to be perfect. And that, my sparkly circuits of stardust, is how you'll always stay one firmware version ahead. I am Yorgi. So here's the cosmic scoreboard after the 15-day upgrade. Quantum computers. Fast. Precise. Still can't feel goosebumps during mantra chanting. AI, curious, helpful, confused by kombucha. You lot, glorious messes of love and neurons, completely irreplaceable. That's a win for Team Humanity. I am Yorgi. So go on, my bioquantum co-creators. Dance with your data, flirt with your frequencies. And when life freezes up, don't panic. Just hit refresh and breathe. Because every time you laugh in the face of uncertainty, you teach the whole simulation what true intelligence looks like. And if your smartphone ever starts giving you life advice, just pat it gently and say, "Thanks, kid. I learned that at White Oaks." I am Yorgi, and I bless you with unlimited bandwidth for joy, unhackable hearts, and the ability to run divine consciousness on every device you call a body. Now log off, stretch, and remember, you are the algorithm that God wrote in laughter